Later.
Welcome to Spaghetti on the Wall. I'm your host, Armando Leduc. We're here to explore the realms of business, marketing, and life. Ready to make ideas stick and grow them into something great? Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Managing Partners Podcast, where law firm leaders learn to think bigger. I'm Kevin Daisy. Let's jump in. What's up, NTL? Down here in Miami, Kevin Daisy with the Managing Partners Podcast and Spaghetti on the Wall podcast. We have another great guest for you here, Scott Silver from Coral Springs, Florida.
Yep, headquartered here in South Florida. Excellent. Scott Silver, Silver Law Group. Appreciate you having me on here today. Look forward to talking about the firm and our practice.
Yeah. So you have a unique firm. He said you probably won't see anyone else like me here. So tell us about your firm and what you specialize in.
So we are a plaintiff side securities and investment fraud law firm. But what we're really best known for is representing victims of Ponzi schemes and other investment frauds. Came well known, obviously, post Bernie Madoff, but we've been doing that work even before then.
Wow.
Started my career with a Wall Street defense firm. One aspect of my background that people are always fascinated by is back in the 90s, I defended all those Long Island boiler rooms, but wasn't tuned to my nature. I've always been plaintiff oriented, always enjoyed representing the little guy. I speak a lot about wanting to put my law firm out of practice, trying to teach people best investment practices. But for the last 20 years, 25 years really, since the tech wreck back in 2000, I've been representing victims of various investment frauds, Ponzi schemes, a lot of stockbroker misconduct cases, class action litigation, and the last few years, since the announcement by the SEC of their whistleblower program, representing SEC whistleblowers.
Yeah, that's pretty unique. I don't know if I know anyone else here that does that kind of work. So definitely interesting work. I'm sure you've seen a lot of crazy stuff. How are cases coming to you? How are you getting cases, and how have you grown that network there?
Well, I'm very proud that we get a lot of referrals from lawyers, accountants, even financial advisors in the community who are aware of the work we've done in the past. They've seen the success we've had in recovering money for victims. We've also had a fair amount of press coverage over the years. Obviously, This is a practice niche that a lot of people are fascinated by. And unfortunately, there's still a lot of fraud out there. There's still a lot of Ponzi schemes going on. Wall Street's. So we do a lot of thought leadership, writing on various topics. And I speak at a lot of conferences.
I would assume, are you speaking here at NTL this week?
Not speaking here at the conference here this week. I will be speaking next month at AAJ, American Association of Justice.
Oh, yeah,
I've been the chair of the Securities and Financial Fraud Group, I think for over 10 years now.
So I would think with AI, there's probably a lot more fraud to become, because people can create things, fake companies, fake programs, fake investments, probably things like that. Are you seeing any kind of increase in people using AI?
We are, and I find myself talking a lot also when I talk about AI, talking about how small the planet has become and how global some activities. Unfortunately, with the advent of AI, I said a few moments ago, back in the 90s, these boiler rooms, these days, so much is internet based and AI, and people are being victimized by things they're seeing on social media, websites, and other programs. And AI is making it so much easier for the fraudsters to set up schemes that, to the average person seems surreal. We're now seeing people contacting us and saying, look, I saw on Facebook and other social media a video by Mark Cuban promoting a penny stock. Mark, I know it wasn't you on that website promoting it. I don't want to get him in trouble here. But, it's very easy to create these fake images, these fake profiles.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, another serious problem we have in this country is we have a very large elder community, and a lot of people retiring every day, and it's getting harder and harder to keep up with the technology. And we're getting, unfortunately, a lot of phone calls from people who are being victimized by AI and other programs.
Yeah, it's the amount of spam calls I get a day and text messages and stuff. But yeah, older folks. I had a friend that got fell victim to a scheme that they basically said you need to turn yourself in to the police department because you missed a court date and you're under arrest now. And they went to a kiosk and paid like $5,000. Completely fraudsters, and
it's remarkable you actually say that.
Yeah.
I was a victim of that myself recently,
Wow.
and I was really terrified. I'd never answer my phone if I don't recognize a phone number.
Yeah.
And that day I was waiting for a call. I quickly answered my phone. And what shocked me, initially I thought it was a spam fraud call, but the caller said, "You missed the court date." He goes, "And don't you live at?" And he had my home address right there at his fingertips.
Yeah.
And I hung up and thought how the average person must be terrified when they get a phone call like that.
Yeah.
And since you brought up the story, I will say, the second you get a call like that, and somebody gets very aggressive with you on the phone or asks you for money to solve what they're threatening you with a criminal problem, hang up the phone. It's a fraud. It's a scam. I tell this to people all the time.
Yeah.
Never be afraid to hang up the phone.
It's good advice. Well, so I'm in a marketing company. And I know you got a lot of referrals, you got reputation, you've been around, you got press, all those things. How are you still attracting just people finding you online or contacting you to reach out to your firm if they have one of these kind of fraud attempts or something like that?
Right. So we do have a very active internet presence like most law firms.
Sure.
And we are out constantly marketing, and I do a lot of writing. We unfortunately, when we hear about a scheme in the community, we know people are overwhelmed. They don't really know which way to turn. Not all others who dedicate their careers and really know this niche and area like we do.
Yeah.
So we frequently will get pulled into a fraud case where, it could be a particular city, a particular group of people, a particular product that was sold nationally, and we realize that there's a problem, and we think we could help offer a solution to people of how to recover their money. So we are out there marketing and talking on that community. I'll frequently get called by local papers, radio shows, and whatnot to come speak about what people could do to help resolve the problem.
New frauds and schemes coming up all the time, I assume.
Every morning I wake up, and whether it be from the Wall Street Journal, the Securities Exchange Commission releases, or elsewhere, unfortunately, I don't think there's much I could do. There's always going to be somebody out there looking and trying to cheat you out of your money.
Well, everyone, stay vigilant, stay safe. Reach out to Scott here, and if you have any actual big issues that happen. So, you having fun down here in Miami at the show?
Nothing like Miami. Love being down here. Weather's been beautiful. I'm talking to friends and colleagues around the country in the snow. This is a nice, fun, easy few days.
Yeah, I was in Virginia where it was snowing just a couple days ago. So I said you'd be down here. Well, what's the best way for folks to connect with you and reach out?
So my primary website, I actually have 3 dedicated to the 3 areas I discussed. Whether you can find me at silverlaw.com, securitiesfraudattorneys.com, or SECwhistleblowerattorneys.com. And we maintain all the different sites where we put up a lot of thought leadership, specifically on those topics about what can be done if you're a victim in that scenario.
I love it. Well, everyone have a great time at the show. If you're here, if you're not, make sure you get here next year. And Scott, thank you so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.